All right.
Beautiful.
Well, that took a while, but hey,
That took a long time.
welcome to Almost Podcast. This, if you're listening audio wise, you'll not notice anything different, hopefully. But if you're watching on YouTube, then hey, we are actually in VR chat, and you know,
We're doing this live.
stream, live. We're doing a stream, not a stream, a recording inside of VR chat with virtual people. So hopefully it kind of adds a bit of an extra experience. So we'll see how it goes.
I think so. I feel like a VTuber now, but I also am like,
right.
like I keep hitting my head against my mic. It's like right there,
And I'm sure there's gonna be an issue. Like I'm in a wall right now, apparently.
You were in a wall for a second. You're good now.
Yeah.
You're good now.
Yeah, but the thing is,
It's so
I really
interesting.
gotta keep the camera over there. Like the UI elements prevent me from sitting down sometimes. So, no,
Oh.
Get in the seat. Get in the. You will have to watch on YouTube for this to make any sense at all. So heads up.
Yeah. We'll try to keep it like as smooth as possible from this perspective.
Right.
But first try.
Like
so.
once I'm here, I should be good.
Yeah.
But hopefully you can also see when I go to take a drink, because I'll have my hand with the drink. And...
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have my controller with me for a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Kanpai, folks.
Kanpai.
Cheers.
Oh, do we all have a drink?
I don't have a drink, but I'm choosing
that's
anyway.
fine. You can tell my
We kind of
arms,
just look like we're throwing out
breaking.
signs. Yeah, It
Yeah.
looks like I'm just throwing out like signs.
Random gang signs, yeah.
But I mean, it looks pretty good in camera, I think. I just gotta be really
Yeah.
careful.
If I
I'm
just keep-
putting it like
if I-
far away from me so I don't knock it over and spill it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think mine's actually cool because I'm like I like put it on the table like right here.
That's pretty good.
That's where it
Oh,
is.
that's dope.
So besides
Sick.
the whole where we are, I didn't have too much planned for the podcast. So I was kind of curious to see how you guys' weekend was going.
It's going pretty good. This is so weird because I'm getting eye contact from Kirito.
Yeah.
I feel very
Yeah, right.
singled
And you
out.
looked over at
But I know you're
Michael.
not looking directly at me. Yeah, it's like I think well, like even when you look over at Michael, Kirito's eyes just stay on me.
Oh, really?
And so it's like you're like
at all times, yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
my eyes not
that's
being
funny.
super well tracked, but hey, whatever. Look at. I feel like I've done.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting
it's
great
pretty
eye
good, though.
contact.
I feel like I've done so much
Right.
this weekend, and but yet also not a lot. Like the other day, like Saturday, I woke up. I was like, I'm gonna do stuff today. So I got my sticky notes and I wrote down like several things I wanted to do. I did them all, and then the last thing I had was like update my PC, which is not an easy thing for me because I run a Hackintosh system. So like you have to updates take just forever. So it took me 5 hours yesterday to update my PC to the newest, to one of the latest versions. Like I went from Big Sur. No, I was right before Big Sur. I basically went
Monterey?
No, that's what I just went to was Monterey.
Okay.
Catalina, probably. And then I went to Monterey, and it's like that's like a 3 to 4 year difference, in updates. And overall, it went surprisingly smoothly. And even that took 5 hours to do. So it was pretty wild.
Yeah, that's pretty nerve-wracking, too, because if something goes wrong, it's like, shit, I got to redo the entire Hackintosh setup again from scratch.
And at this point, I'm pretty experienced, in terms of running it. So I wasn't super, like freaked out.
Oh,
at
I'm
any
very
point.
experienced.
I'm quite experienced. But it just took forever. Like I started at like 1 and I finished around like 8 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, the PC is working.
Right.
I have 1 or 2 more errors, which I fixed today. And the only thing I still haven't fixed is Bluetooth. But then that's, I don't necessarily need that, really.
Interesting. What?
It's
funny.
just awesome
It's funny.
seeing
So funny
you
for us.
drink.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I thought this would
it's
be
so different.
fun.
Like I'm imagining these guys like behind their monitors, right? Because I know what their setup locations look like, and it's just like, especially Colton.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what your setup location looks like right now.
I'm not in the closet today.
You're not in the closet.
I'm not in the closet, boys. Let's go. No, I'm not gay. That's just a different joke. Don't worry.
Just a different.
I am.
Don't worry.
That's a different. I am in.
He's just
a
digging his own
room.
grave at this point.
Yeah. It's like I can't help it. I got all. This is a whole new experience here. But yeah, like I'm in like my regular bedroom right now because I wanted more space to try this out with. I felt like if I tried this in the closet where it's super compressed and I have like this
You'd be
much
like
room to move around in, I would. I'm already doing a terrible job hitting my desk, like because my desk is actually right in front of me and the mic is right here. So I'm actually doing still a terrible job. So I was like, I need to try this out here first, and make sure it's good to go.
I feel like I figured it out.
Yeah.
Pretty early on. It just took a while to. It still takes a while to get used to things, and obviously there's so many different configurations you need for a setup like this that
Right.
it's pretty cool. But I also thought it'd be kind of cool. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say the best part, like the way that has helped is I just adjusted myself so that the desk is actually where this table is in real life. So it's like if I get too close, I know I'm gonna hit myself.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's good. It helps. Like real life things correlating with the virtual world is the way to go.
Yeah.
Or is helping me at least.
I thought it'd be also kind of cool, not that I had somewhat of a plan. The plan was hard enough getting us all in here at the same time. But
yeah, it took like an hour. Because my setup was terrible.
Well, yeah, and then 30 minutes of Colton fucking around trying to find an avatar.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, it absolutely was you. You're like, oh,
you guys,
I'm gonna go find.
You guys got like a full hour to do whatever you wanted to fuck around with an avatar. Then I got like 20 minutes, so I'm using that 20 minutes.
No, fair, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to do one of these every so often, because I think it does add another level of realism. I'm trying not to punch my screen, but I think that's far enough away. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
See, that's
I
I'm
agree.
I'm on the side, so like I'm like pointing out toward
that's
my
a good
room
way
right
to do
now.
it.
Yeah, I have my. I have my
that is a
boom
good way to do it.
swung
Actually,
out.
Yeah.
So
I
that
should
way
have
I'm
thought
not
of
like
that.
punching my desk all the time. Yeah.
I didn't want to rest
set
my
myself
hands
up
on
that
my
way. I
desk,
just have to turn sideways.
I copyright that idea.
Copyright. But I thought it would be cool to
Can't do
talk
it.
about a bit of the state of VR, because we haven't done it too much, but I feel like we're still keyed into the news, and there hasn't been too many changes since we really last did a foray into VR, as far as I'm aware.
Nope. Except for Meta is still continuing to flop. I mean, I heard that
They're losing lots of
like
money.
the Meta World, Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But they are releasing
Yeah.
the Quest 3 this year.
The Quest 3 is coming out, and it's actually a pretty big improvement. The size of the headset is wildly smaller.
Really?
It's like almost
really?
half as
Okay.
small.
That might make me want to get it.
Like you know how it's like super thick?
Yeah.
I was thinking I was going to look at the resolution specs and stuff. It's double the power of the Space Oculus. If the resolution is significantly better, it might be worth it. It might still be like $400.
I think it was supposed to be cheaper
I
too.
don't know.
Funny enough.
I mean, it's
Really?
Cheap,
I mean, if it
cheaper than the
is.
That's
stupid
the
Apple
rumor
one.
I heard. I mean, it's going to be cheaper than the Vision for sure. But like,
It's supposed to be consumer level for sure. Yeah.
but that's all I really want.
the
it
Vision
for
is
I don't know,
ridiculous.
anything crazy, unless the Vision,
Yeah.
I just need is what like the next level is. Yeah.
I'm gonna get.
'Cause you
I'm
still
gonna
like
get
might
like
get the Vision if it's amazing.
The tour or whatever. I'm gonna schedule an appointment.
Yeah.
Go try it out. I'm not gonna get it, but maybe I try it on and it
You're gonna
blows
see.
my mind, and then I have to buy it.
That's what they're hoping for. Yeah.
Sean's like, I'm
Literally
sorry,
just be
guys,
like-
can't go to Japan. I have to buy the Vision.
Sorry, I can't go.
Yeah.
No trips for 3
Sorry.
years.
I'll visit you guys in virtual reality.
Yeah.
You guys can like.
Oh yeah,
hop
like
You can
in,
just
get in
take
a
a
gamer
3D
cafe
camera
and like
with
we'll
you,
hop
like a
in.
360 camera with you, and I can be there in VR.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but
But-
the whole whatchamacallit, I do think, funny enough, this game, by that game I mean VR chat, is pretty wild in terms of how immersive it is, right? I think this is a game that came out very early on in terms of VR.
Yeah.
and has just not diminished in its immersion level of quality, you know?
Yeah, I
It
think
is
it's only
super
improved. I mean,
immersive.
it's the
This
avatar
level
levels have
has, yeah. The avatar
you say
levels
lips
are
level?
really good.
Like yeah,
I was
like your
saying
lips,
this-
like when you talk.
Yeah,
it
yours
actually kinda
is really
matches.
good, right? I
Yeah.
can clearly see when you're talking with just the motion tracking on the not motion tracking, but you know,
But like the voice, the sound tracking, it knows when I'm talking into the mic, and it like
right.
matches that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Even though the input mic is
Mine's
not
kinda
Oculus, right, at this point, it's still doing it though. I just
Right.
just thought
It's
of that.
still it is still doing it. It is nice. But like this world here is like wild. Like I don't know when this was made. It was made around the time Stray came in. But Jesus, this is insane. This is like next level. The best world I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's even got like every
Yeah.
room you can kind of enter, which is wild.
I've explored the whole place. It's massive. It just keeps going. You think like, oh, this is gonna stop, but then no, there's just like a back alley with pipes and things. You're like, why did they make this?
Yeah.
It's detailed, but it's super
Yeah.
amazing.
It's so
Yeah,
high
it's
quality
wild.
too, right? Like for the PS2 graphics that VR chat does get, right? It's really high quality for what we have the capability to do, right?
Like that koi painting on the wall
I
over
know
there
you're-
is actually really nice.
Exactly. Exactly, right?
yeah.
And like from a distance, like there's not too much occlusion or anything like that. It's really nice.
Yeah. I also just realized you get projection
pretty
on
good.
the voice. Like if I talk this way, you don't hear it as much. Because we
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
just because
yeah.
you're not facing your mic
yeah,
though?
well, no, because we. Oh, that could be. I didn't know if that was like a VR.
'Cause I think if I do this, it's gonna be I think it's just the
Like, I
echo.
didn't know if
Like, I
it
could
was
do this.
circular proximity or
My
direction,
off-port
like
and my mic thing
conical
just fell off.
proximity. You know.
I think it's circular proximity
Okay.
for VR chat.
All right. Well, then it's not as cool as I thought. But you
There we
turned
go.
your head, and I was like,
But-
"Oh, there's an echo."
Yeah, that's
There's an
because
echo. That would be sick.
I'm looking away from my mic.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Makes sense.
yeah, it is really neat, and it's kind of hard to convey that. Also,
Yeah.
the 3D spatial effect of this.
Yeah.
But the world we're currently in is based on the game Stray, and it's like this. We're currently sitting essentially in izakaya, Japanese izakaya.
Yep.
You got our tray for our empties right next to us, and it's wonderful. There's a robot, a bartender, but we're just sitting at this little corner table with Kirito as Sean's avatar.
Oh shoot!
I
I,
am
never
Cosmo,
introed us
and
into
then-
this podcast. I think like I was like, oh hey, but
Yeah, you should do that soon.
shoot, let me do that right now. Hey, welcome to Almost Podcast. I'm your host, Sean/Kirito. We got Lelouch / Colton and Cosmo / Michael.
Lelouch v Britannia.
Yeah.
Quite a collection of characters here.
Lelouch
I'd say.
Libertaria commands you to watch this
Um,
podcast.
But
It bans you to watch this podcast.
yeah, oh, if only we could do that.
Yeah. Do I
know,
have
right?
my Gios going in this
You
in the
do,
video?
yeah, yeah.
In my
You
avatar?
have one eye.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
I actually spent
Yes.
probably like an hour looking for worlds that we could do a podcast in like a week or two ago. And I settled on this one for, I think, obvious reasons. It just feels like a place that we would sit down and talk for an hour or two, just in real life.
Yeah, for
That-
sure.
And that one in like the Japanese like living room with the rain, that one is really nice too.
That one's good, but didn't have any good options for sitting. Whereas this one has like a built-in sit at a table function,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's what I kind of wanted. And it's just so aesthetic, Being,
It is really
I don't
aesthetic.
know what it
it
is.
helps me get more into the world.
yeah, I don't know what it is about.
Like I just want Sapporo right now. I just want like a big tall glass of Sapporo right in front of me to drink that.
I should have.
Well,
Can I close my hand? I don't know. I should have like gotten a big
should
Sapporo.
be
For
able
this.
to
Oh,
close
I
your
had a
hand.
sword for a sec.
Yeah.
whoa, nice.
Yeah, we also still need to talk about our next trip to Japan in general, like where we're going, when we're going. We have all that roughly nailed
Yeah.
out.
Have
but
we mentioned that on the podcast yet?
I don't know, but
We've mentioned it. I'm pretty sure we've said we're going to
Okay.
Japan again.
well, if not, then
2024.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we're
but-
planning on going to Japan. Oh man, 2024. That does sound crazy when you say it like that.
It's coming up fast. We need to buy those tickets because that's what we've been saying. It's like we need to buy the tickets now, like soon.
Yep.
And then we'll just be able to everything else will fall into place. But the tickets got to get going And this is probably about the right time to do it.
I think
We're
so.
about,
I don't think they're getting any cheaper.
9 months out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
It's weird how you say 9 months
yeah,
out, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to come by so quick. You know?
it will.
Yeah.
That's how I felt with Spain. Spain was like, we planned that out 6 months beforehand, and then it just kind of happened. I was like,
Yeah.
there we go.
There we go.
It's coming. It's coming.
I feel like
That's what she said.
Oh,
the
geez.
the first like a month out, you're like, oh geez, and then all of a sudden it's a week out. You're like, oh god.
Oh
Yeah.
no, no,
Right,
I'm
and you
not
forget
prepared.
like I haven't prepped. Yeah. I mean, I'm always prepped. I have my little like travel bag.
Oh yeah,
like,
sure. You're
Basically,
bag.
if you, I do. I've got my little go bag all ready to go. So it's like all I need to do is just put some clothes in it, and then I'm like, all right. So give me 30-minute warning.
So it's not a go bag. It doesn't have
before we need
clothes
to head
in it.
out. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Well, I have like a couple things in there, but like if I want to go like to Japan, I'm gonna have to decide what I want to actually take. But it's got like all the rest of my stuff in there, like chargers and portable chargers, all my like hygiene products. Boom, done. Best thing ever, man.
So you're ready to go. That's all you need. Just go to Japan
Yeah.
right now, tomorrow.
I mean,
I mean,
For a weekend.
Yeah.
I feel like I've reached the point in travel where I could pack in less than an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, and not miss anything at that point, you know?
Yeah, I always
Yeah,
feel
I
like I
mean-
always miss one thing. It's usually sunglasses, but like other than that, it's like that sunscreen. It's like usually I always forget one thing, but I hope that it's like something that is not super important. You know,
I feel like I have to
like
have
someone's
sunglasses in
charger
like every
or-
single pocket in my bag. Otherwise I forget them.
Otherwise,
Yep,
you'll forget
exactly.
them. Yeah. I just.
I think I literally have
a sad
dedicated
story.
ones for my bag.
Yeah, I have
I,
Like
I
they're shitty
lost-
sunglasses.
I have
but-
3 or 4 pairs of the exact
Yeah,
same
yeah.
sunglasses that I have in like
Yeah.
one is in my bag that I take everywhere, that like maroon bag that I have, and
Mm-hmm.
another one's always in my car, and I have another one like just in my house, another one somewhere else, like just anywhere I go.
Yeah.
If I'm not wearing sunglasses, I probably am gonna die. I feel like I'm blind without them. You know.
It's gonna be a rough time. Yeah. Sunglasses are really important with the sun. I honestly grew up being like, sunglasses are not needed. Sunglasses are overrated. Just squint, bro.
Squint.
Like, did anyone else?
Yeah,
did
but-
anyone else like think about that?
No.
Or like think that? Or is that just me? Is that a hot take?
That might be just, I don't know if it's a hot
A
take,
little
but it's
bit.
just you. I feel like also in high school, I was like, all right, I am now the sunglasses I have to wear, right? And my aunt at the time worked at Oakley, so I just started buying Oakley glasses, which are not cheap for
Oh,
high
yeah.
schoolers, but I had like two.
They're not cheap
like
at
two
all,
pairs
yeah.
of Oakleys, you know, and it's like that's just what I wore to school, you know. So Oakley's in high school.
Yep.
Dang.
boy.
Man, my first pair of Ray-Bans was like in college, and I still treat those very preciously. It's the
Yeah.
only pair of Ray-Bans I need. I would need another pair. Like a sporty pair of expensive sunglasses, but I just lost a pair
Oh,
just
no.
today. One of my backup pairs. This was great because these were a medium grade. These were like not a high end pair. They weren't a low end pair, but they were a medium grade pair.
What does that mean?
And the
What's a
thing
medium
is-
grade to you?
I got them.
Like how like
they're like $40.
okay.
They're like $40.
I would agree
glare
that's a
from
good
the
medium
sun.
tier. Is what
Decent.
I tend to all the glasses I
Yeah.
have are in that tier, except for like the 1 or 2 pairs of Oakleys. But I've been feeling
Yeah.
I don't wear them much, mainly because of the style. I want to wear a different style now. But I was
Yeah,
recently
yeah.
at the Oakley store and I was like, I found one that I think would be my style. It's just like, you know, $180. You know,
Yep.
I'm not going to spend that right now.
Yeah. So is this gonna be like another Sean has to convince us what he's buying this time?
If-
is a new pair of Oakleys.
If I ever do, then I'm probably
Another
gonna
episode
have
of
to.
that?
But I don't know if it's gonna be convincing.
No. See, I'm the guy who
Yeah.
still buys $10 to $20 sunglasses because I know I'm going to lose them so quick
Now,
in 6
see,
months.
that-
even though I've been really good about stuff.
That's a you problem. See, here's the thing. I actually think it's way worth it to have nice sunglasses, and I was trying my 40.
I've tried nice sunglasses, and barely can tell the difference.
Your eyes are bad.
As long as you buy
you just
Between
have
what?
as long as you buy polarized, if you buy polarized ones, as long as they're polarized.
no.
and, like,
there's a
half-decent from
clear, literal clear
know.
difference in polarization between classes, right?
It's the clarity.
I put on my
clarity is
Oakleys
a
for the
big
first time
thing.
in a while, and I've been wearing like the $40 glasses, right? I put on my Oakleys the first time recently, and I was like, oh my god, I see so much more. It's just clearer, and I think
Like, it's
that's
better
just a
now.
high quality glass. Like it just looks so much better.
I think you guys are just high. I think you
Nah,
guys
we're
are
not
just
high.
Michael, you have a proven
You're
track
just,
record of not caring about how things look. So I'm not going to trust your opinion on this topic at all.
that is fair.
I'm going to be
yeah.
frank here. Yeah, it's just I don't think it matters. I think you're out of this conversation.
Yeah.
I think it's about what me and Colton
Well,
think.
Dang, Kirito.
I have to stick up for my frugal bros who like don't really give a fuck about how clear their sunglasses are, and if it's like slightly less clear, but it's also like a tenth of the price, I'm gonna go with the latter option.
I'll go with you. I'll meet in the middle. I think the medium grade sunglasses get you like 80% of the way there. But that 20% is a really good 20% that you get
But-
from the high end glasses.
But would you say, I'm trying not to interact with anything while I point at you. Would you say that
Right, yeah.
the difference between medium grade and low grade, right? Low grade, we're talking $10. Medium grade, 40 to 50.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
above is high grade, right? Would you say
Yeah.
the difference between low and medium grade is the same slight upgrade, or would you say it's more than the high to low?
Oh, I think it's more. I think like if I were to put it in percentages, low grade's like getting you 50%, medium grade's getting you 80%, and high grade's getting you the last 20% to 100% quality. So it's like
So
you're paying
30 to 20% comparison,
from
right?
from low to medium, you're paying a lot less money to get a lot better quality. Does that make sense?
I think
like you're
so.
still getting a large jump in quality. It's not like you're getting like $100 sunglasses quality, of course, but you're still getting a good sizable quality update for an extra $30, in my opinion. That's what I've noticed.
I would agree.
All
with
right,
that.
next time I'm over, like when we're in Denver, I'm going to take a look at your sunglasses to see what I'm missing, because I'm probably going to put them on.
Or
and
we'll
be
go to a
like,
Ray-Ban store.
Or
they're just
I'll go to Oakley store and we'll
slightly better.
check it out.
Sunglasses hot.
I've tried Casey's Ray-Bans because she used to have a couple pairs. I'm like, these are just they are slightly better, but they're like, I wouldn't spend 10 times what I'd spend on my $20 pair of sunglasses.
I've never seen.
But you're not spending necessarily $200. It's like $120. That's 6 times as much. That's not bad.
Eh.
I feel like
I would.
have never.
That's like 2 nice dinners.
I think that the brand of sunglasses is actually really dependent on people, right? So I have never had much interest in Ray-Bans. It's really every time I think about getting a quality pair of sunglasses, I always think Oakley. However, I know Ray-Ban's a recognizable name, and I would like to try more of them, but I think it's also a style difference too. Like I don't think the styles that Ray-Ban puts out are the styles that I like to wear.
It is really all about face shape too. Like Ray-Ban puts out the
Yeah.
aviators and other similarly things, and it's like if aviators don't like look great on your face, then Ray-Ban's kind of just they aren't gonna do it.
I also don't like.
They don't make like a sport.
I mean,
glasses.
you're a Wayfarer. You're a Wayfarer style bro, right?
Well, I used to be aviator, right? I used to like aviators a lot, but I think I migrated away from the ones that have the little tiny like. I don't know how to describe it. It's the thing that does the
On your
wire
nose?
loop and then has the
Yeah.
little thing on
Yeah.
your nose. I migrated away from that
Yeah, the little plastic nubs.
because it became uncomfortable, and so now the glasses I have are just what rests on the bridge of your nose is a part of the frame itself.
Yeah.
And I
So
like that.
like
Right.
Club Masters or Wayfarers.
Yeah, more or less, but I do still like. I mean, if it's made well and the support's nice enough, then I do still like more thinner or wireframe glasses. So it's tough.
That's the other thing. I think high quality glasses do. They're like really lightweight, which I
Yes,
love.
like
My aviators
Oakley makes
that
some
I bought from
titanium
Ray-Bans
ones. They're just
were
weigh nothing.
so. Yeah, they're just so lightweight, and they can be so like thin. The metal's really thin. If you have like polycarbonate or plastic, it's really like well engineered to be lightweight. With the $10 to $40 sunglasses, it's all like super heavy.
I do think to me the main benefit is actually with the nice ones is usually the hinge on them.
How so?
That part I feel like is much more well engineered than like a cheap
it lasts
one.
longer.
I break mine all the time. Like I just had to super glue mine back together.
Oh yeah.
God.
I actually
This guy buys
I
$40
actually
sunglasses.
This guy over here.
I accidentally like sat on them and I'm like, oh, that broke one of them, so it like broke the wood on it.
Okay,
so
this is just like a curiosity question. Do you find that you just break your things a lot? Like, because I mean, you've self-admitted that you lose in the sunglasses quite a bit. Do you do that with other things too?
It's normally just sunglasses. It's literally genetic. My grandfather had the problem. My
Genetic?
dad has the problem.
No, we can't be doing that. That's not gonna fly.
It's totally.
That's not gonna fly.
It's not gonna fly. No, it's like something that my family has had. Like
sunglasses, the thing that we've had for
chronic
eons.
sunglasses
the
loss.
thing.
It is
Chronic sunglasses loss is.
Yeah. You know what happened? My ancestors came over here because they lost the sunglasses for some lord, and they had to flee the country. And that's exactly what happened.
I don't think that's how that works.
So it's like
how is that an evolutionary tactic?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that
like
works.
Sunglasses only existed for like less than 100 years.
I know. That's why we're disproving your point because of that.
It doesn't take long for evolution to take place, Sean. Only takes 2 generations.
Yep. It's a mutation.
You are a mutation.
It's a mutation.
I am. I'm a mutant.
A mutant that breaks all sunglasses they come in contact. What a sucky mutation,
Yeah, like
Yep.
that's just a bad debuff.
Like
that would be a bad debuff.
You could have had super speed, but instead you got break all the glasses.
Break sunglasses. It's like a loot box. It's like a gene loot box. It's like, I hope he gets the rare skin, the rare gene, super speed, titanium bones. Nah, you got the.
I've got some other
gene
mutations
shit.
that make me. I've got some other mutations that like make me superhuman. So hey, who knows?
Okay. Have fun with those.
Would those be Kirito?
I got like the Kirito. You mean Kazuma? I got like the double jointed shoulders.
Kirito.
Yeah.
Double jointed shoulders.
Yep. And then I got.
You can just like start doing this.
Yeah. I've also got another one that I probably should not say on the podcast.
Yeah,
last
audio
10
only.
rounds.
This is going to be a tough section.
Yeah.
I found a lot of good places in SLC for Japanese type deal, but even like places
He's trying to pull us off topic.
I was just looking at you guys like at the restaurant here, because I have a better view of the whole restaurant in my seat.
You got the guy cooking behind us. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like nothing has matched just being in Japan for this type of aesthetic, right? They've tried to recreate it in places in the U.S., and some get close, but it does not do the same level of
Because of the cultural difference, right?
Well, kind of, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's just the architectural distinction for one. I mean, I wouldn't call this gritty, but I wouldn't call it like this. Wouldn't
It's not like fancy.
Yeah,
right?
this wouldn't go in the U.S. Like the cables on the ground.
That's like
that's probably not going to go.
It's
in
too
Japan
cozy
either,
too.
Yeah, too cozy.
it's
too cozy
This
in the U.S.
size,
You mean?
This place in virtual areas is 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 9, 10 total max. But that would not happen in America. You don't do it.
Yeah, it would not. Yeah, that was going to bring a good theory of mine. Because I feel like every place that tries to give good, Japanese food, I guess, a lot of good food just in general, it's not like they're trying to make it too bougie. Everyone tries to make it too bougie, like this upscale experience, and it's just not how it is in Japan. Like you get really good sushi, you get really good
They just
food
throw it
from
at
just
you.
random
Take
bars
it.
and places. Yeah, and it's like you said, it's
and
not like
the
it's
best thing
dirty
you've
in
ever
there.
eaten.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's not like it's dirty in there, but it is. It's not like this upscale experience, and it's a
like
big problem I have
Mexican-
with other
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like Mexican restaurants in the U.S., right? It's usually the kind of like the more low key they are, the better they are,
Yeah.
right? Because like
Typically, yeah.
usually, yeah, I always feel like that.
They're not
Same
trying to-
thing with like Thai food or like Southeast Asian style food. In the U.S., it's like Indian food. It's like always, if it's like kind of grungy, it's like the best thing you'll ever eat in that city.
Yeah. I
Right.
100% agree. I'm trying to put my camera display out of the way.
Nice.
If you wonder what my hand was doing just then.
I don't.
I almost dropped that beer. I tried to put it right here, and it was like I barely missed. I'm like, where did the beer go? It's going through the table.
Phases through.
Yeah.
Sometimes I gotta say, sometimes I do get immersed in this to where it's like I forget like my sensory. Like if I were to do this, right? Like if you put your hand here, right? I'll put your hands here like this, point. And if I were to do something like this by accident, like put it into the table,
Yeah.
like really fast, I'd like have this sensory thing in my brain go like,
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, hold
Yeah,
up,
I
hold
know
up.
what you mean.
But
Oh, yeah.
in actuality, it's not a thing. It's like sometimes like if you just let go for like 5 minutes, you start to be like, oh shoot, like I don't actually know what's real. Got to recalibrate. Okay, we're good.
Like I feel like you know
Yeah,
how
there's some-
you know when people say they lose like you lose a limb, right? And you have the phantom limb sensation, right? Now, I feel it's a
Yes.
bit like in VR. Like I can, if I like try and do this, like I'll get like a slight like tingling sensation in my hand. It's like
Yes,
ooh, I'm
yes.
oh
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
phasing
You'll
through
like
the
your
world.
it's like your nerves are preparing to touch something and then nothing
yeah,
happens.
that's a good way of describing it.
Exactly.
really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like it's like a little stressed out.
it's amazing how
It's like when it's like saying
works.
"ow" before the pain.
Yeah.
Do you
Or
guys-
like when you're just like surprised.
Do you guys find that when you
Yeah.
say "ow," like let's say I've hit something or something has hit me, and it inflicts pain. Do you find that when you say "ow," it is not a problem, and then when you say nothing, it's an actual problem? You know,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, really? Like
Or
like
Ow is
I stub
just-
my toe or I like flick something, I'll go "ow," but it didn't hurt, you know. But if I stub my toe is not an example because oftentimes when that happens, I just go like you go silent. You're like I'm trying to contain the
right.
yeah. But so it's like "ow" is like the low end, and then I think silence is like the middle, and then it's just like just expletives like "fuck." That's the high end stuff.
That's fair.
I'll definitely be like, all right, I need to scream it out a little bit
Yeah.
when it gets really bad. Like I've had some pretty like bad pain and shit like that, and yeah, that definitely one of those is that was a fuck moment right there.
I have
Yeah. I get you there.
I have another question for you guys. I feel like I've been meaning to ask this for
What's
a
up?
while, and I keep forgetting. But since this seems like a good, conversational atmosphere here, I feel like at one point in our podcast history we talked about the bathroom, but what I have not heard from you guys is, do you use your phone while you are in the bathroom?
Wow. This is
Absolutely.
quite the question. Yeah, I use my phone for sure.
Now, see,
No question.
I have never done this. And I find it wild.
what?
that-
Why? What do you do?
What do you mean what I do? I finish what I need to do and then I leave. I don't sit.
How do you? But that's impossible.
'Cause I've seen-
That's
I've-
impossible.
I've-
you cannot just finish in 3 minutes.
You take more than 3 minutes?
That's what she said.
Well, you know how long I take poos.
Please,
I take
please,
20 minutes.
please
Want to
click-
why? Because
Oh
I'm
my
getting
God.
educated.
Let's clip this out of context. Oh, you take more than 3 minutes, and then Colin's like, I take 20 minutes.
Here's the thing. I've always seen.
Yeah.
I've always seen online. People
I'm
being
a
like,
roughly
oh,
5 to 10. I'm a 5 to 10.
oh my gosh, you guys need to have more fiber because that's never a problem for me. I get in, couple minutes, I'm out. I don't know. Why would I be on the phone?
I don't know, man. I feel like because what are you gonna? It's just so boring to sit there and just wait for everything to happen.
Why can't you? You have a
I
problem
wanna
with being
chill.
alone with your thoughts? Is that a problem?
No, I love being alone with my
Yes.
thoughts, but here's the thing. Sometimes it's like, man, I don't want to sit. It's like uncomfortable. I just want to I want to lay back. I don't want to think about the task at hand. I just want it to happen. And there I go.
Okay, here's a question: is do you guys ever sit down and just take a pee and just like sit on your phone for a second?
No.
No, I don't do
What?
that. No, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's
What do you
that's
mean?
Like
so you're like, all right,
psychotic.
I want to be on my phone for a second. I need to find an excuse, so I'm going to go to the bathroom. Is that what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah. It's more of just like it's like a break from everything. It's like sometimes, especially like I become if I'm around a bunch of people, it's like okay, I just want to like go to the bathroom and like sit on my phone.
Oh.
For,
So
like,
here's the thing.
3
I'm
minutes
not going to
just
say
to like get
that's
away from
crazy,
people.
right? I'm not going to say that is crazy. However, I don't do
gonna say,
that.
yeah.
And personally, I think if I needed a break, I would leave. So, but
Yeah,
but
like,
your
I think in a social
escapism,
situation
I'm
that's
not
different. If
gonna
you're-
detriment that. I think that's totally fine.
If you're at home and you do that,
sometimes I seen a break about from people sometimes, or I'll be like, all right, I just want to like, oh, break. I'm like, okay, I want a 3-minute break from like talking to people, and then it's like, boom, done. All right, then I want to go back to it for another hour, right? But sometimes you need like to reload,
That I get.
I mean,
I
that-
don't
that's-
need to reload
that
on the
makes
toilet
sense.
personally, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I gotta say, I don't ever do that. I go pee. But I guess if I need to take a break, I'll just leave for a minute. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go
Or I'll just
outside, go to the
bathroom
deck,
and
go out
pee.
to the backyard.
So I usually have to pee anyways,
Do you find that you can like? All right, hold on. So here's the thing: when I'm at work,
I also gonna just stand up and be on my phone too.
yeah. So I
Sorry.
feel like when I'm at work,
I thought we were still in the conversation.
I feel like I have to go to the bathroom a lot more than if I'm just out and about throughout the day, throughout the weekend, let's say. Do you guys have that?
No,
No,
I think it's the
opposite.
same.
Really?
At work, you have to go to the bathroom less.
More at work.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely, yeah.
I'm the same. I'm just no. I don't think there's any difference. I think it's just the same. You just go to the
Yeah.
bathroom like
Although
twice at work. If I were to,
Yeah.
I feel
No, I
like
usually
I'm
hold my
just
pee in,
regular,
like,
right?
at
Like
work.
I have such a routine at work that, I'll know that I need to go to the bathroom like 2 times a day, And when I'm at home, I
Yeah.
probably, if
Yeah,
I was like doing
yeah.
things out and about, I generally would only need to go to the bathroom, say once. But at like irregular times,
I don't know.
Whereas at work, it's like almost about the same time.
Interesting. I love
really?
pooping on company time though. I love pooping on company time.
That's-
because it's
Well,
like,
when you
all right,
take your
hey,
your
I read
20
it.
minutes
You're
in
getting paid
there,
for it.
sure.
I read
Exactly,
I read a
it's
Reddit
beautiful.
post once. I read a Reddit post once. They're like, I'm about to graduate college. What's the best advice you can give? And they're like, you must take your poos on company time. That is the only way to do it.
Exactly.
Because, and I was like, this is the randomest
yeah.
answer I've ever heard.
because
You're that guy, Mike.
it's absolutely it's the best.
I feel like
It's-
if I
I mean,
like,
I guess
oh.
it does feel good to be paid.
Although I do miss my bidet though, because like sometimes like I want to have a. It's like okay, I can use my bidet.
Okay,
after I poop,
here's
right?
something
And
else.
I'm like pooping, and don't have my bidet. I'm like, oh damn.
I
So
have
there's
been
pros and
thinking
cons to
about
both.
getting a bidet. Oh, there's my sword. I've been thinking about
Get that sword out of here, bro.
Giving up a
Yeah.
I actually want
put your
one
sword.
too.
Put your sword away.
Put it
Put your
away.
sword
Listen,
away.
if I press the grip, it sometimes appears. I don't know. I have no control over it.
Press
yeah.
the grip. Sean's not the Kirito
Yeah,
avatar
I'm saying
anymore, guys.
if he grips it tight,
just
tight
kidding.
enough, his sword pops out.
Listen, this is an extremely durable sword. Okay. But I don't.
Yep,
I feel.
sure. You're
Okay,
shafted.
hold on.
Yeah.
But a conversation at hand. I've been thinking about getting a bidet because there was the Amazon Prime Day deals thing recently, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
I feel like the deals on bidets were good. Like the Tushy, I think is the whole brand. I don't know what you have, but
I've got a Toro, which I don't, which is it's nicer. I think that's the Japanese brand.
is that the
I
whole
feel like you
toilet
get better
itself, or is it
features.
like an attachment to the existing toilet you have?
It replaces the lid.
Okay.
So like the toilet
Okay.
lid, that whole assembly, you basically remove that and then you attach it to the where like the water comes in.
Okay, yep.
And that it's all one assembly there, and then it just like it heats the water on demand.
Yep.
And then
How much was it?
like mine I think mine was. Actually, I think mine was more. I think mine was like 400, 450.
Whoa.
But I got one from my dad. Yeah, I got one from my
The
dad.
bidets are really
I was
expensive.
thinking
They're
like
so
200,
expensive.
right? But like four,
No,
that's a
I got
lot.
I got one from my dad that. I got one from my
400.
dad for 400. That's auto open. It's the Kohler. Kohler, I
Oh,
think, is
yeah,
the
the one
best
that
bang for your
greets
buck
you?
on like the
Yeah.
nice bidets. It doesn't greet you,
Dude.
but it auto opens. It has a light. It
Greets
has
you.
an air dryer. It has basically everything but like the music one that you'd.
I need
Do you
I
think-
need a heated seat though. I need a heated seat.
Do you think that every time your dad goes
yeah,
to the
both mine
bathroom,
have the
he
heated
thinks
seat.
of you? Is that what you think happens now?
That's fucking. Don't phrase it like that, bro. That's so fucked up. No,
Dude,
That's
okay.
exactly. I mean, this is if
definitely
it's your
appreciate-
gift. It's like that's.
He's like, hey, thanks, bro.
Like if he's
He's
like,
he's using it. He's like, salute, son.
like every
Salute.
you gotta think
Exactly.
every time the water
as
goes like he's like thanks Michael like
He's like, oh, thanks, son.
God,
I'm winning, son.
Stop. Please
I'm winning,
stop
son.
this. This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Are you winning?
Also,
Are you
dude,
winning,
okay.
Dad?
Does
Just hit
whenever
him in the
Sean?
fucking
Okay,
toilet.
wait, Mike, I gotta ask you because since we're in this VR world, we're both facing Sean right now, and Sean's looking at both of us. Is Sean always locked on eye contact with you for the most part? Because every time he
looks
you're
away
explaining
sometimes.
something-
Wait, he's like,
Here's the thing. You're explaining something to me, and Sean's just like Kirito is like staring at me, like he's heavily judging. I'm like, I don't think Sean is meaning to like stare at me, but he's like literally you're talking to him the whole time, and Kirito's like Sean, your head is facing Mike,
Yeah.
but the eyes
Looking
are like
there.
glued to me.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
like
just trying to
Kirito's
stare
like,
towards Sean for the camera
Yeah.
right now, so that way it looks like.
Yeah.
Because it's weird when
It
I
just looks-
turn to face
I don't
Colton.
think Mike the
Kirito looks-
model. I think the model always looks the eye direction looks in the direction of the main body, right? And technically my main body is facing your way, right? But my head can move. So I think there's a bit of
Oh no,
tracking
it
power.
rotates. I think it actually. I don't know how it works, but I think it actually.
I
it
think-
kind of
I think
follows
it's-
your eyes a little bit
'Cause
because right
it's
now your
not
eyes
tracking
are
my
like looking toward
eyes.
the camera.
You know, like I'm looking at you
it
right
must
now.
be-
So I don't know.
Okay, then
Well,
it
see,
must
and
be-
you're looking at me right now. You're looking at me as
Oh,
well.
Oh, is it instance?
Kirito's looking at me right
Okay.
now.
It could be instant.
don't
That's
know.
really interesting.
That's weird. And then in the camera,
Yeah,
I'm
because he's
like
definitely
looking,
staring into my soul.
shoot.
He's staring into my soul right now.
In the camera, I'm
Yeah.
looking that way. I'm hitting the mic. That's not going to sound
Yeah.
good on
It's
the
just-
camera.
Yeah. It's
No.
just funny because I don't know. Like, I've got like judgy Kirito over here, just like,
Yeah, exactly right.
like
From my
This is
position,
funny.
you guys
I
are
had to point that
acting
out. It's
as
very
if you
interesting.
would be, in real life. Like, you're
well, yeah,
looking over, doing things. You know?
Because we can only,
Yeah. Except in real life, like
look at
right now,
you.
I'd be like kicking you because this table's so fucking tiny.
Well, yeah,
And I'd also
that's fine.
table is tiny.
But I love that. I love the tiny tables, and you cram all the food on it in Japan.
absolutely
Something
yeah.
about
pretty
it,
sick.
I just
So,
love.
yeah, we're getting back to the izakayas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it is like the aesthetic because I think, going way back to what we were talking about with these guys before we obviously got sidetracked like we normally do.
Yeah.
The main thing too with like it's rental office space normally, right? Or like rental commercial space. So it's sized for American businesses, right? And so they have to like fit it inside that, right? And normally those are like it's bigger spaces. So
Wait. Can you
I could
step back?
definitely
Because what do you
see-
mean by that? I don't understand by the rental spaces.
Oh, I mean like that, like a place in the United States, right? They have like these sections that are rented out, and they're designed for like what normal American
okay.
businesses would be, right?
Okay.
Which is like the 10, 12-foot floors or whatever, right? And so it got a very specific layout, right? And it costs a lot of money to like build something themed like that would be themed like this, right?
Yeah.
But in Japan, it's the theming is built in because it's just how everything else is, right? It's just how the culture is. So it's just
Right.
this. Oh, you need to buy this piece of like old building here, right? That's been reused multiple times or something like that, right? It's different.
Gotcha.
Versus like this, like I was thinking of like the suburban commercial real estate thing going on, right? Like maybe they could do something like
Right.
an older building, but yeah. like the lower ceilings, the smaller doors, everything like that.
Maybe one day. I
Plus,
hope I
you
get
know,
good
it's not a
experience.
Japanese.
I did have recently when
Yeah.
I took some friends to the Pearl, which is a place we went to when we were at SLC.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
The Pearl.
love that
So
place.
good.
But it has a tiny table. Like we were at one of those, I think one of the tables we were at, which is like the high top table, and
Yeah.
we ordered a ton of stuff. So it was like jam packed with food. And that's fun to me, when everyone's like reaching over stuff and family style, community style or whatnot. I think that's a lot of fun. Just for an eating experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good time. That is a really good time.
I wish we had more of that, more places like that.
Yeah, it is.
Or that was more
We need.
people that like that, because not every American
Yeah, I
is
think-
used to that type of style.
I think, yeah, we have it so ingrained, like in the culture that we have, it's not really typical. A lot of people want to be on their own or in their circle eating food. I think a lot of people don't want to be actively, like sharing and like interacting with others when they eat their food.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know.
Oh, shoot, my arm. There we go.
Honestly, to get more of this stuff, we just need like a Japantown. We need a section of the city dedicated to like Japan or Chinese or any Asian culture, and just make all the buildings look like this and feel like this, and you're good to go.
Well, I mean, New York has Chinatown.
Oh.
There's a couple places that do have that. Does Denver have anything like that?
No, we have Sakura Square, which is like one building with a really good Japanese market where I get all my fish for nigiris
Okay.
at home.
Okay.
But there's nothing like that.
Wait, you
there's
do
nothing.
nigiri at
There's
home?
no Chinatown. Yeah, dude. There's this Japanese market
really?
that I found. It's right downtown. It's right by like Union Station.
Yep.
And they
Yeah,
actually get
I know
their
where
fish flown
Sakura-
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
They get flown in.
They get their fish flown in, and a lot of some sushi restaurants buy a lot of their stuff in the morning. But I'll go in there after work, and I got like bluefin tuna, like a big thing of bluefin tuna. And it was still on the fish. They just cut it and they just give it to you.
Well, so
Damn.
I was like,
the
this
place,
is pretty great. So I go there.
the place we went to in Salt Lake is one of only 2 places that actually has their fish flown in daily, for
Yeah.
just freshness, because
Yeah,
you have
is
to,
it Takashi?
Denver is SLC, landlocked places,
You
believe
have
it or not.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Believe it or not.
Yeah, that was good.
you should, before we and LA has Little Tokyo, right? I wish every city has something like that.
Yeah.
If possible.
Yeah, I wish as well.
If possible, Colt, you gotta find, whether or not you go to it, but at least find one, like this style izakaya in Denver, if possible. Before, and then we gotta
I
go
could try to
when
look
we-
for something
when
like
we
this.
get there.
Something small. There is a
Small,
really cool restaurant called
super
Izakaya
authentic.
Den, but it's not small. Yeah, it's not small.
I have an
need to
izakaya place here,
We
too,
might have to
but-
drive there.
I'll drive. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If we can get the
I
experience
think
that I'm
we
looking
can-
for, tiny table, lots of food, we get drunk. I mean, sounds like a great time.
We get drunk.
Yeah, well,
There's a. I mean, I know a place
we have
that's-
space for 6 people though.
That's true.
Well, 5 people.
I mean, like that's fine. We'll take up half the bar.
Yeah,
half the
that's
place.
fine. That's fine.
exactly.
Gotta go
yeah.
there at 4 p.m. Right?
I'm about it.
I think there's one ramen place that's really good that we could go to. That's
That
kind
works
of
too.
in this aesthetic, but we can do better. So I'll keep looking. I'll look. Look at something good.
I love Sean just drinking right now.
Sean's just like got the hand. Like,
Yeah.
I see you.
I've been making sure. I want to let the camera know when I'm drinking. I make sure I take a drink. Oh yeah.
Well, you got to do the
I'm gonna
anime.
drink my face drink here.
Whatever they do.
Ah,
Umai.
Genki desu.
Genki des.
Can we talk about? When I took a swig of that beer, I thought of Mushoku Tensei season 2, episode 3. And not to derail this to anime, but man,
That's fine.
that episode was
Look at
wild.
what
You
we
seen it,
are
Mike?
and look at where we are. I think we can be
Oh,
anime.
I've seen episode 4 now.
Yeah.
I have too. I just watched that
Yeah.
before this
Is
podcast.
episode 4 out?
Yep. Sundays.
It did
Or
just come
episode
out
4.
today.
Episode 4. Yeah, episode 4 just
Honestly,
came out today.
I
watched that.
I know you
But
haven't seen
episode
this
3
quite yet, or but you don't know. But set up. So they take 4 episodes to finish up the first arc. The next arc is
This-
probably one
okay.
I'm most excited for. It's going to be so good.
Dang.
I feel like I'm excited, but at the same time I'm like, oh my god, because like we have 2 other anime that deal with like the isekais in like schools now, and it's like, oh
Which
my
one's
gosh, like
This season or just in general?
this just this season, and I feel like it's like, okay, now
Yeah.
another Magic Academy. It's like,
I told you
fuck.
guys last
But,
year
I mean,
when the first season ended, I'm like, listen, the next season's gonna be completely departure from what's been happening so far in terms of like
Yeah.
general story arc.
is it still going to be Rudius depressed with erectile dysfunction and just
You
like,
gotta keep watching.
Erectile
man.
dysfunction.
Depressed.
I can't believe the lengths they had. They literally had like, I was telling you guys, I messaged you guys. There's like 4 major things that happen, and half of them revolve around like getting Rudis to get his dick up, and they can't do it.
Yeah,
It's wild.
yeah. Well, but
I don't.
it's a
they,
thing.
They go to a brothel. There's so much.
You go to a
stuff that
brothel? Yeah.
happens.
yeah.
Like that brothel.
I
they're
wish
like-
they had taken they had
wild.
taken one more episode for the first arc, just one more.
Yeah,
But
I
but
did-
but
I-
but
yeah.
4
And I
episodes
was
is
telling you
not
this,
too
Sean.
bad, and
Yeah,
I think they're going at a decent pace. And really, you want to focus on what happens next. I think there's a certain there's a couple things they can get to, for the end of the season. And you saw, but
Yeah.
in the ending credits, I love this show because of this. In the ending credits of the 4th episode, so many good like references / introduction of characters that we're gonna deal with in the next arc, and it was just so good. And I think they looked how I imagined them, right? Which is really important.
Oh, okay.
When reading, that's right, yeah, because they introduced a lot of new people, just like a picture of them, right? Like they like referenced,
like a 2-second
they just
scene,
picture,
you know?
and like what they're around. Like maybe
Oh,
like one
shoot.
person was
Okay.
in a library reading a bunch of books with like some like chemical stuff around them, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that person's probably the smart kid alchemist, right? So you get like a slight glimpse into like what their personalities are like, right? A little bit,
And I think
just
it's
based on what they're
interesting.
around, right?
I think it's fascinating as someone who's read the book twice now, the series twice, that I don't know how to describe it. Because in my head, I have such a pre-made vision of certain characters in the environment that they're in. But it's really
Absolutely.
fascinating to see
Right.
what they look like in the show, animated, And
Yeah, the studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
perspective.
and sometimes
That's
I
how it
might
was
agree or
for me with
sometimes I
Harry
might
Potter.
disagree. Like one of the characters that they introduced in the ending credits, I was like, that's awesome. That looks exactly like how I want them to look like, And then another, I was like, well, their environment looks very different than how I pictured it, But sometimes
Yeah.
that's good and sometimes that's bad, And in this time, I think so far, I'm very excited. I think it's going to be great. I think they're referencing and hinting at things that in the book you would have been like surprised about, but in the light novel or in the anime, you'd have to be dumb not to figure out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Just in how much they talk
Interesting.
about it, reference or things or something like that. So
Yeah, and also like the
Oh,
visuals of some people, like because they can convey it. It's
Right.
like, okay, they look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but in the especially in light novel, you
what does it
never
say?
know. But even
Yeah,
still,
exactly, yeah.
still,
So it's
we
like-
got
Right.
so many good. We're gonna hit so many good things in this arc. So many good scenes. It's gonna be great. I love it.
How many episodes is in this season?
24.
Are we doing a 12 or a 24?
24.
Oh,
24
shoot.
core, baby.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna get through. We're gonna get through this arc. We're gonna get through like another 3 light novels or something like that. 3-4 light novels. That's wild.
Something like at least there's 4.
awesome.
There's 1 or 2 scenes I hope we get to before it ends, and I think depending on the pacing, they'll get there.
Oh, okay.
But oh boy, cannot wait.
Yeah.
I think they
are they sex.
Oh,
are they
boy.
sex scenes? Are they more sex scenes?
They did a couple of good. I thought in the 4th episode, the Elenice character, I think they did really well with her. I think that's exactly how I pictured everything happening. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Elenise? Who's Elenise?
You'll get there. You'll get there.
buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry. But it's fast.
Damn.
Yep.
I love this story. The story is so good. I don't know why I like this story as much as I do, but I just am fascinated by the characters and the development and the movement and the world. It's just such a good plot line.
I'm just
It's
really happy
good,
that
yeah.
the children characters actually look like children. They're not like these ripped people that are
Right.
just like adults, but actually in middle school. I do like that.
Yeah.
I'm able to see Rudis age, and what is he now? Is he like 14 in this? In these
I think at the
episodes?
end of episode 14, he's probably 16 or 17.
You mean
Oh,
4?
he's like okay.
episode 4?
Episode 4. Sorry, episode 4. Yeah. He's probably
Oh,
16 or
okay.
17.
Yeah, I
So
think
he
he's.
is
I think
older
he's.
than I thought.
I think he's 16 because Sarah is 16, right?
Yeah.
Or she 14, and then Rudius was 14 as well.
They, in the next
Oh,
arc...
was there another large time?
In the
skip?
next arc, he will... Yeah, there is a time skip in between the next third, fourth episode. In the next arc,
Okay,
he
gotcha,
will turn
gotcha.
18, right?
Oh, really? Dang,
Oh,
they're like
okay.
skipping some years here. Okay.
So I know that before he
Dang,
heads out
Boy.
to the destination, he is about 16 or 17, I believe.
Dang. So okay. He's aging. He's aging quite quickly.
I
thought for a second you said
Yeah,
he's
I thought I
Asian.
heard the same
He's
thing.
Asian. He's Asian.
Aging, not Asian.
He's Asian, boys.
I mean, he
Yeah,
technically is
aging.
Asian, but just in a.
Is he?
Yeah, well, I mean, originally, but
yeah.
now
He
he's
is- from his
whatever
previous world.
you would
From his
call
previous
his
world.
current place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's a gray rat. That's what he is.
All right, I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna go to
Which is
the bar and grab a beer, while you guys do something for a
Okay.
sec. Because we can do that.
Are you gonna grab
rock paper
Can
scissors.
we actually grab a beer?
Rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors.
Can we do this? How do I do scissors? Scissors.
Scissors is.
Scissors. Rock. Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
Can I?
Rock, paper, scissors
What's that?
on
Can I
3?
do? There's scissors. Rock.
Shoot, hold on. The mic is
Fist.
blocking my.
And then okay, paper is gonna be like
There we
open
go.
hand, I guess. All right.
Yeah. Okay,
Rock.
we can
Oh.
do it. On what do you call it?
On
do you
shoot.
call it?
On shoot.
On shoot. There we go. Okay, ready?
All right, ready?
Wait, can you see me?
Oh, I just got teleported below the floor. There you go. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Hold on, where are you at? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I just
We'll do
got
it standing.
teleported to the floor.
Let's do it. Let's do it in front of the camera. Ready?
All right.
Hey guys,
let me try this.
live rock paper scissors match. Okay,
All right, ready?
for the audio listeners, this is gonna be cancer, but that's okay. Ready?
Yeah, we may cut this for the audio
Ready?
listeners. Rock,
Rock,
ready? Rock,
paper,
paper, scissors, shoot.
shoot. All right.
Oh no, we did paper. All
we
right.
did paper. Yeah.
Rock,
paper.
paper, scissors, shoot.
That
I'm
was
trying to
supposed to be
do
scissors.
scissors.
I think yours was supposed to be scissors too.
What's
It was,
going
yeah.
on
All right,
here?
ready?
Rock.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom. Got him.
Oh, okay.
Order more beers on us, my dude. Oh, that was my. What was that? Is that the wall IRL? Hey, fucker, give me some beers. Now.
How do I... Man, getting into my
Give me the beer.
seat at the corner of the bar is really difficult.
Yeah.
Okay,
You have to do it
okay,
from
here, I
far
want-
away.
There we go. Now I'm in my seat.
Watch this. If Mike talks to, if I'm gonna say something and Mike's talking.
Oh, yours
he's
is
looking at
clean,
you.
bro. Yours is real clean.
What, the whole
do you mean?
the
Yours
What do
is
you mean?
real clean.
eye movement?
Your avatar is
The
real
talking?
clean, man.
Oh, look at
Just
this.
the movement
But
of
see-
it.
Oh, sick!
It's
I'm
real clean.
happy. It's close. This is how the V Britannia does it. But
is how the
Sean,
V-
look at Mike. I'm talking right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking right now. He's looking right at you right now. He's silently judging everything I'm saying as Kirito. Like absolutely.
You?
What?
What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean?
I'm talking.
Yeah.
He's looking at you though.
Who? Him?
Yeah.
I guess he is looking at me a little
not
bit.
Kirito,
Yeah.
Kazuma.
Cosmo's giving me a little bit of a side
Yeah,
eye.
he's looking at you.
It's
yeah, he's, like,
it's not
super
disconcerting
judgy,
or
right?
anything, but like
It might be the way Kazuma isn't like.
I think it's-
Kazuma doesn't
yeah.
look as sassy. I think Kirito's got like these huge eyes, so he's like really like side eyeing. Like it's all about the model.
okay.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm getting back to my real seat.
Yep.
I think
What's up?
I think actually these bottles. I mean, it's funny because you, Michael being Cosma and Colton being Lelouch.
Lelouch.
Funny enough, these are the avatars that are my phone contacts for you guys for like the last 8 years, and you naturally pick
Yep,
these
that's
characters.
exactly why I picked it.
I think it's pretty
That's
funny.
exactly what I picked it because there's a big difference. Sean,
your eyes are all
you are. I know I changed it. I've got to. But Sean, you are Kamina from Gurren Lagann. That's the main difference. But I would probably change you to Kirito.
That's who I prefer to be.
I always felt you're more of a Kamina though.
I think it works either way. I don't know. I feel like I feel better. It's so weird being in VR, right? Because then you can like assume the body, and you weirdly feel a bit like the body when you're wearing it. Like if I'm ever an avatar of a girl, it's like a little disconcerting, But if I'm wearing Kamina, I'm like, I don't know if I feel like a Kamina. But like when I'm in Kirito, I'm like, I feel better. What are you doing?
What
Cole
did he
just
do?
activated an effect. Ooh, the cape is really good. I like the cape.
Oh boy. Okay, now he's just 0. Colton just switched to 0.
Wait,
mode.
Lelouch's
Like
0? What?
Oh my god.
Spoilers. How did that-
All right, you gotta stop.
right.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah,
I just had to try.
Please stop your
All right,
cancer.
audio listeners, for when this comes out, it's going to be a while before the video comes out, most likely. But you got to check this out when it gets into when it gets online.
It's pure cancer.
I
It's
am
pure
actually
cancer.
going at like a 2-episode a week deal on YouTube, so it should be half the time to catch up to it. And now that I've figured out the way to actually render and get the video figured out way quicker than I did before.
Yeah.
I should be able to maintain when we catch up, like if we release audio, I can release video. Although ideally I have more than a couple days to edit like we've been having recently.
Well, we got
right.
a couple backlogs now.
No,
right?
this
We got some
will make us a
backlogs.
backlog, but
This
we
will make
need
us
to, we
one
need to
backlog.
we need to keep doubling up for another couple weeks, I think, and then we'll be okay.
I don't know. I feel like having one backlog is fine.
You say that, and then we
then we
immediately
use it
and then
immediately.
it's a problem.
Like
And
every
that's
time.
true.
I would like to have 3.
That's true.
I'd like
It
to
is a
be
problem.
3 ahead, and then we can actually be fine.
Oh, really? I just feel like it's nice when we can like react to current events a lot faster.
I agree,
'Cause
but when have we
from, like,
ever
an
reacted
algorithm,
to a
from an
current
algorithm
event?
standpoint? Of like MetaQuest and like Apple announcements and stuff like that. But
fair.
a lot of times,
I mean,
you're
there
right.
have been in recent times we've reacted to movies that have been announced recently and things like that. But
That's true.
I like this.
'Cause, like,
I
3
like the
weeks is
thought,
almost a
but I
month.
also don't like being rushed / being like I have to. I'm
absolutely.
running out.
Like I have to record Sunday. It'd be nice to be like, oh, guys, want to just play some games? Oh, I'm tired. It'd be cool to like be able to do that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
or
just
like
noticed.
especially with
Oh, sorry. Finish your thing.
like I'm more busy now. Now that I'm more busy,
Right.
I'm like now
exactly.
busy
We
now.
need to
It's
we
like-
need to keep a running catalog.
Keep a good backlog. Yeah.
Yeah, usually my Sunday nights I keep my Sunday nights clear, but now it's like, oh shit, I gotta like Tuesday night, I may be at Casey's or something like
Right.
that. Who knows?
I mean, definitely always want to keep Sundays free, because we got to have time for the boys / the podcast. But
Sundays are for the boys.
Sundays.
Half the time Saturdays.
Let's go. Where's my Giassimo? I'm just kidding.
for some reason, Colton,
stop.
I can. Your body is like transparent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't. I just noticed it, but I can see
solid to
the
me.
kegs behind you through your body. Not through Michael's, but through yours.
Solid.
It's really weird. I don't know what's going
Can you
on.
see?
But
Am I transparent, Mike?
you're like at
no, not
you're
really
like
to
at
me.
90% opacity, right? Like I can just see a little bit, but it's enough.
Oh. Am I good now?
I can't tell. Try to.
What am I doing?
You dance. You activated a dancing emote.
Wait, what's
Just dancing
happening?
like a fucking idiot.
I love that it's on camera though. you
Stop
can
it,
still
dude.
see it.
Hold on. I did,
Stop.
He's
how
just
do I
dancing
how do I
behind.
stop this?
You can do it. There
that
should
was
be like
the
an
opposite.
expression to reset your avatar. It's like in their quick actions, I think.
There's things
Yeah.
called emotes by Tyrone and IDK what you want me to put so Tyrone.
So go to under expressions.
Oh,
like
there we
quick
go, there we
actions,
go.
and then reset avatar.
He picked another dance.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm good.
Oh my
right?
god,
Am I good?
Colton.
You're good
Am
now.
I,
You're good now.
not
You're good now.
transparent?
I don't know why Colton
Dude, I
has
did
the
try-
most
I
trouble
think I
with this.
Because I'm playing at
doing
like
this.
15 frames a second. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I'm giving you this face right now. definitely giving you
I
the
was looking
space.
at my task. Yeah, I see it. I'm looking at my task manager right now. It's at like 98% load.
You really
it's maxed
well.
out.
Also, you really need to just get a cable for your VR thing, right? Like it just improves things for situations like this, you know.
Well, shit. No, but it wouldn't matter because this thing, my laptop's the issue. I don't have my desktop.
Yeah,
running
but you
that
also have
again.
to factor in latency
all
when
laptop.
doing things, you know. And Wi-Fi
Yeah, but
has
it's
an
not that
inherent
bad.
latency.
It's really not that bad. But it's not that bad.
You just said you're at 15
Like, it's
frames a
fine.
second.
Well, but that's not because my GPU's at like 98% max.
But it's also
That's-
because you have to
I'm
communicate
with
that
him on this.
over Wi-Fi.
no, I don't think that's. I think the Wi-Fi.
It probably does.
Fine.
It
Cole,
has to compress
I'm
it
a
and then send it.
professional computer person. I can guarantee you would be better with
I
the
do.
cable.
Professional computer.
Yes. The
You know
proper
what?
term. The proper term is computer person.
Well, you know what? It's fine on my desktop, and I just need to fix my desktop. Why buy a cable if I can fix my desktop? And be good
That's
to
another
go?
good question. Why haven't you fixed your computer yet? What's going on with that?
I don't know. I just been playing Omega Strikers, so it's like I don't need the game. I don't play games right now
Oh my
that
God.
need the good GPU power.
But what do you
So,
don't
like,
you
I'm
not
still
need
enjoying
a
it. Just to
desktop?
see-
Like,
it's-
what's going on with that? Like, are you just fine with all your stuff's on a laptop? Like,
everything's on the one. Well, everything's on the OneDrive, so like I don't have any issues with it.
I'll tell you, if I
Yeah,
when I
I'm
updated
chilling.
my computer, I'm pointing at my computer, which is to the side. In the update of my computer,
Yeah.
if I had just didn't have that right for the week, you know, because I broke it, I would be debilitated. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't have. Like I just.
Oh yeah.
It'd be terrible.
I mean,
I have
I
a
would definitely
laptop, but it's
not
not
only
the
that.
same.
I would be emotionally debilitated too. I'd be like, my computer isn't working. Like, there's something wrong in my life right now.
There's a
Like,
void that
something-
exists in my life.
There's an issue.
honestly,
Yeah.
though.
I really need to fix
Like-
it though, because yeah. I don't know. I can only play games at 60 FPS. It is quite annoying. Since I'm connecting to a monitor, I can only do the 60 FPS in the monitor. Quite annoying.
Because it feels like for you, the only thing,
I need
the
to
only
fix
thing
it.
you use your computer for is games, right? That's how you're describing
Yeah,
it.
for the most part.
For me,
That's
my computer is a
basically, I play
lifestyle.
games and social.
You know, like you know, I'm a hardcore nerd,
kinda
guys.
is,
Like
yeah.
I need this computer to function. You know, it's kind of crazy.
That's
but,
true. I'm
but,
just a hardcore gamer.
but I don't need to play games, right? Like I don't like. Okay, maybe Michael's different here because he watches YouTube on his phone, right? I wouldn't do that. So I only watch YouTube on my computer, right? And if my computer was gone, I'd watch it on my TV, and I don't like that experience because I can't multitask. So
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to me how dependent I am on this one machine, right? Not debilitatingly
stuff.
so in the sense that if my computer broke or if I wasn't around it, it's not a problem, right? But
Yeah.
but at the same time, like
for
my
me-
day-to-day life, you know, it's why I use this thing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it's not even like, oh, I don't have access to games. It's more like, oh, this is something I've spent a lot of time, money, and emotional investment into. There's a certain like, this is my baby, like, because I built it myself. I've been upgrading it over the years, right? There's kind of like this, like, oh, it's my baby. I don't want to like, I want it to be okay. I want it to be healthy. I want to have a happy, healthy little baby here, right?
Fair.
And so that
Yeah.
yeah, right. That's how it feels to me. It's like, this is my baby. I want to make sure it's like, it's almost the opposite thing I have with sunglasses. It's like with sunglasses, like, oh, I lose a pair. Who gives a fuck? But this is my
Right.
computer. I want to like take care of it.
When I did the thing recently with the
Yeah.
update, I was
Yep,
like,
I am the father of this child.
when I updated my computer, and after I updated it, then I start reading all the forums of like things that might be issues and stuff like that. And in the Hackintosh community, there is so many nuanced things that exist, and it could just be the type of motherboard I have precludes me from being able to have certain features, right?
Yep.
And my previous iteration in Big Sur or in Catalina was totally fine, almost like 100% functional. I didn't have sleep working, but that's fine. Everything else works.
Okay.
But in the new one, right, it just has issues with my motherboard, you know, or unless I do some sort of extremely specific thing, like injecting a new NVRAM variable, right? Which not everybody knows how to do / has figured out which one works for my specific setup, you know. I was thinking, do I need to just get a new motherboard? Like, it's just wild the amount of crazy things I'll need to do to keep my setup working, you know? Because it's such a unique setup that it's annoying sometimes. but at the same time, I have way more power than your average Mac user.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
My 8 core.
Yeah, I mean, if I lost my computer, I would go back to a Mac. I'd have to use a Mac to play games with you guys, which obviously wouldn't work.
Yeah, that wouldn't
That
work.
would be awful. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I need to do it.
I can play RimWorld on it just
this-
fine. That's about it.
I also debated. Like, okay, and this is when it was having trouble like rebooting. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this isn't working as well as I want it to. Do I just go and buy a Mac right now? Like, I was
Just
like,
go
I'm gonna
and
have
buy
to do
one.
that at some point.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to. I will have to. Like in the next probably several years, I will have to because they're gonna stop supporting Intel chips at some point, and then I won't be able to use it.
Okay.
Because only Apple M1 chips or
It's only gonna be
M2
Apple
or whatever
chips.
will work,
Apple Silicon.
which is gonna suck. But at the same time, at that
wow.
point, I should be able to afford a Mac, no problem, and for the day to day, that'll what I use, and then I'll just start up use like a KVM switch to, to use my existing computer for all Windows stuff. That's my plan.
like
but
what I've got for
but I had
work.
a minute where I was like, do I need to buy a Mac right now?
I might just buy it.
Yeah,
Do I need
right.
to go to the store right
I was like,
now?
do I want to spend
gotta
another
say, after
5
doing this
hours
setup-
fixing this, or do I want to just buy a Mac and have it work?
Yeah.
But I got it working, and
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
you.
need. I've put off buying a Mac Mini for another couple years. So.
Yep. First world problems right here.
Oh, tell me about it.
Absolutely.
I sound
is why I
so
spent 5
privileged right
hours
now.
Not even.
I know,
not even
right?
First
You
world
do.
problems. We're getting into like middle class problems and up. Like this is just
Middle-class
beyond
problems.
the first world.
Yeah, you're right. You're right
Yeah.
because first world can include. There's lower class first world, mid class, and high class. Or upper class, I guess they call it. Because I could go out and buy a computer.
This is definitely This is definitely upper middle class problems right there, right? Like,
Yeah, I believe
above
so.
above the medium wage.
Yeah, because I could
American
go out and
wage or
buy
whatever.
a Mac Mini right now if I wanted to. Not a problem. But that wouldn't be, a advisable use of my funds.
No.
So that's definitely. I'd probably put that in the middle. Yeah, up middle or upper middle. That makes sense. Because in upper class, you're like, doesn't matter. You can buy whatever you want.
Yeah, in upper class, you just buy whatever the heck you want right away. Right now.
the
Good to
the
go.
upper class person would just buy the Mac.
I think in upper middle class,
Yeah.
those people own boats. Like that's what I think upper middle is.
Oh, upper middle class? I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
about that.
I don't
think
own a
they're just
boat.
living in San Francisco.
So, you
Yeah.
think upper middle class is
No,
San Francisco?
I'm with you there.
Oh, I don't know.
Upper middle class paying like $4,000 a month for a 1-bed, 2-bed apartment. Yeah, that's upper middle class right there.
No, I don't.
Making like $130 a year, dual income.
Do you think
That's
your
upper middle
class
class.
depends on income solely, or does it depend on your personal revenue?
It might. Yeah, it might depend. I think it depends on.
I
personal
think it
revenue.
depends on the
It's not just your
area,
job.
right? Because I think it
Area
also
too,
depends on
yeah.
area too, right? Like making $100K a year, you're poor living in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
But
100%
making
you're poor.
$100K a year. Yeah, but say $100K a year, like where I'm at in rural Michigan, that's
That would
like,
set you for life.
oh, I'm living on. Exactly. Like yeah,
I
it's
can
like,
do whatever I
I'm-
want
I'm living. I'm
anytime.
living high.
I
on the
could be
hog.
the mayor.
Exactly right. I'm doing.
Yeah,
I could be the mayor.
the
Actually,
mayor.
yeah. Actually, I love our mayor, dude. He's he's super chill. Like the dude does not drive.
That's how you know
he
you're in a
drives, like,
small town
like
is
a
when you
Ford-
know the mayor.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's funny. Yeah. No, he's just he's super chill, dude.
Well, that's good.
That was super sick. Anyway,
Yeah.
all I want to say is doing this setup is making me want to repair my computer because this Like I said, half of my setup.
Good.
You really
is,
should.
It fucking better.
I mean,
it fucking better.
The fact that you
Jesus,
haven't,
I
I
really
was
need to
shocked.
do
I
that.
would have that fixed within a week, no question.
Jesus.
Like less than a week or
Yeah,
less.
You would have just bought the components.
Yeah, I would just. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got to do it, But the fact that you have dragged your
Yeah,
feet on
yeah,
this
yeah.
for so long. Oh, there's my sword.
The sword.
You can never predict when this
Sean
thing
just
will
has
activate.
problems
It's
I'm gonna say. That's what she
it's
said.
like being in middle school all over again, man.
Oh, that's good.
I figure you'd appreciate that joke.
Yeah.
I do think we should do this every so often. I think it'd be fun. If you guys like the
Should be
idea,
like a monthly thing, I
like
think.
once a month.
I like doing
I agree.
this.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
every fifth episode is like, I don't know, what are we in 94 right now?
Oh shoot, we're probably 93, 94. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like maybe we could do it like every fifth episode is like do like a VR chat, That way, the audience can like actually like see us like do stuff, and if you
I
wanna-
think-
once we like
I was
wanna
thinking
reveal our
about
faces,
this.
we can.
I don't think there is a podcast out there that does VR chat consistently, right?
Like consistently.
There's
Yeah.
VTubers, right, that do a couple, they do a couple podcasts, but that's just 2D,
streams.
right? I don't think there is a single podcast that of prominence, right? I would say we're of prominence either, but like I haven't heard of a single
Yeah.
podcast that does it in VR chat like this. And I think if we could do
Yeah.
that, that'd
Like,
be cool. And even
would
still,
be pretty
Yeah, it would be,
even
I think.
oops, even crazier is if we could get another one of you to record an OBS and send me the footage. Then I could cut between two camera vantage points.
Ooh, that would be wild. That
Would be
wild
like
setup.
production level quality in VR chat, and I think we'd be the first to do that.
Actually, that would be pretty dope. All right, you're on.
That's a lot of work
Here.
on you though, Sean.
Come over here. I've got OBS. I've got OBS.
Yes, and all you need to do,
All right, get over here. Get over
all
here.
you need to do is
fist me, bro. Fist me.
all you need to do is record it, right? If you record it and send it to me, that's not a problem. I can edit
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
At this point, though,
Yeah.
you would need to install the Nextcloud application because otherwise that size file is never going to upload efficiently. But with the application,
that's
it
true.
actually will be uploaded, no problem. So we'll see. But that'd be fun, I think.
It makes shorts really easy too. I could like zoom in on faces whenever. Like,
Yeah,
something
you could
sounds
actually
weird
do
stuff, and just be
like cut in editing and like oh yeah expressions.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yep,
think
and-
it's I
and
think
use,
it's I
like,
think this could
you-
be you're on the floor now. I think it could be
Yeah.
I think it could be a new level of
I'm used to it now.
Okay.
what do you call it? Content. I don't know.
Like-
Content
Content. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that word, but it's the most accurate.
It is.
But yeah.
We make content. That's not a lie.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I also like doing things for content. Like when we're in Spain, and I'm recording things. Like
Yeah, that's
I
fun.
would just do things for
It's fun to do
content.
stuff.
Like whether or not I do them,
Just for the content.
that makes the video better.
Yeah.
And I get it. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, Colton definitely does shit for content.
Yeah,
He'll
Colton
pull
will do
some
stuff for
stupid-ass
content.
prank or something like that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Not like break into
Absolutely.
someone's house bad, but like he'll fuck around.
Like
a
run
little
through
bit.
their yard bad.
Run through their yard.
Yeah, he'd do that.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
you'd do that.
Still kind of
Depends-
not great.
Depends on how many drinks he's had.
Yeah.
Realistically, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, this has been almost a podcast. Thanks for listening, and if you're on YouTube, thanks for watching in our VR content here. Give us a like and subscribe. I don't know what episode this is. Maybe I think this is 93 or 94, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully for audio listeners, it made sense. And if it didn't, go watch us on YouTube. Give us a review.
Let us know if it didn't. Yeah.
Let us know what we can do to improve, actually,
Yeah.
because we're new to this whole VR thing. We're new to VR chat. Is there any examples or things you might think could help us? Leave a comment below. And
Yeah. We love
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
expert opinions. I love it when like someone
You're
hops
not in
in
frame,
like Twitch
Colton.
chat. And they're like, Yeah.
I'm not in frame.
But
oh,
like when there's
hi.
an expert in the game who's like, "Oh, hey, this is how you do this thing, right?" It's like, I know it's technically backseating, but I don't mind being backseated if I'm a fucking newbie
Yeah,
in
I mean,
something, right?
and
Like,
and I
then
feel
you guys
like
were, you guys are
Exactly.
streaming at Omega Strikers.
yeah,
It's like that the other day. You guys were streaming Omega Strikers, and some dude's like, "Oh, this is how this works." And you're like, "Oh my god, this makes so much
yeah,
sense now."
yeah, stuff like that's great. I think
But-
Yeah, it
It's
was
always
really
fun to have
helpful.
that.
It was super duper helpful.
you're blocking the camera now, Colton.
That's
Yeah,
okay. I
Colton's
want
just being.
when
Colton's
you
being
start
Colton
playing
right
the
now.
music, when you're gonna start playing the music, let me know right now.
All right,
Are you
well,
playing the
hey,
music?
this has been almost
Oh, wait, no, you gotta say the
podcast.
thing. Say the thing.
Oh shoot, hold on. Let me just back the camera up. Let me make this easier for us. Okay.
Can I just take it? Oh.
There we go. Now we can see everybody. All right.
Oh, jeez. Lagging out with that robot.
Hey, thanks for listening to Almost Podcast. We will see you next episode. Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. You're great, and this is what I think of all of you.
Peace.
What am I even doing? I can't even see myself.
Just like gyrating.